Good morning, everyone. I thought I'd do an odd bits and pieces video of Tom Brady today, so hopefully you'll enjoy it.
When I think of a great game, I think of the whole moment. You know, it would be like a basketball player that takes every shot and hits it. Or, you know, a golfer that shoots a 59. And I think for a football player, a quarterback, you leave the game thinking, every decision I made was the right one. You know, every throw was, you know, kind of on the money. You know, I think of that game in 2007 against Buffalo. I almost giggle every time I think about that game because ever since that game, I'm still trying to get back to that point. Because in so many ways for me, it was a perfect night.
That was Brady talking about what he thought was the most perfect game that he's ever played in. It was against the Buffalo Bills in November 2007, and the Pats won 56-10 over the Bills. It was a flogging. The Pats scored touchdowns in their first 7 possessions, and they got their 8th touchdown in a turnover. Brady threw for 373 passing yards that day, no turnovers. Like he said, every throw, every decision he made was money. Listen to Ryan Clark here talk about what it was like playing against Brady and how competitive he is.
Did you ever get a pick against Brady?
Of course not. Brady beat our butt like every time. We beat him one time, and it was one of the happiest moments of my regular season life. No. He was actually. I will give him this. I got the opportunity to talk to him my last year. We were in Washington. We were playing him. He was actually highly complimentary of me and Troy. But I will say this: the year Troy and I were both out was the year Anthony Smith guaranteed a win against the undefeated Patriots. He throws a touchdown, a bomb. He throws a long pass and runs 60 yards. Anthony Smith ended up being the guy beating the play, run 60 yards to stand in front of Anthony Smith and tell him about his guarantee. And when I saw that, like, it was like the realest moment to me because I was like, here he is, this, 6th-round pick, a guy from California, extremely classy, extremely distinguished, and he chose to run 60 yards he didn't have to tell somebody about keeping their mouth closed. And that's when I gained a lot of respect for the competitor Tom Brady was.
Did you know that Tom Brady has posted a perfect passer rating 3 times in his career? There's more to come too, I reckon. The first time, he did it against the Dolphins in October 2007. Brady went for 354 yards and 6 touchdowns. The second time was against the Detroit Lions in November 2010, where he got 341 yards with 4 touchdowns. And the third one was just recently in December 2020 with the Bucks when they were playing against the Lions. Brady went for 348 yards with 4 touchdowns. So no, Max Kellerman, he's not past his prime. He had a perfect passer rating in 2007, he did it again in 2010, and he just did it again 6 months ago. Brady's still getting perfect scores, so let's hear more Brady talk.
Yeah, the last couple of days have felt like early October mornings, where I've been in the Northeast for a long time. So I've been loving wearing a hoodie for a couple days, and but it's amazing, just to be at this point in the season and then to still be outside practicing today turned into a beautiful day. And I know we have a warm one coming up on Sunday. So, I always kind of came down to Florida in the late in the year. We always played the Dolphins. They were in our conference, and it was pretty tough to adjust to. And just being in it, really prepares you kind of for the heat, because it definitely takes a toll if you're not used to it. But I've loved just being outside every day. And I think being a native Floridian, I was a native Californian for a long time in my life, and went away from it for about 25 years. And you won't catch me dead living in the Northeast anymore. So I'm loving the warm weather, and just it's just a great it's been a great feeling. I've really not liked the Cowboys since coming out of the womb as a Niner fan, but no, I got a lot of respect for those guys, and they've actually had a great winning organization, and they got a lot of great players in their history, guys that I just, as a Niner fan, you know, you played at Cowboys, and every time they hand out to Emmitt Smith, it'd be a 5-yard gain, and you would pull your hair out and throw it up to Michael Irvin. And Troy was such a great player, and the defenses, Ken Norton in prime time. So I think the history of great players, the tradition, you know, getting to meet Roger Staubach over the years, who's been, you know, just such a cool guy, someone really to look up to.
I think so much is him expecting the ball to be a certain place and me expecting him to be a certain place. And I think the chemistry between a quarterback and a receiver, a quarterback and a tight end is so important because, you know, it's all anticipation. If you're waiting for things to happen in the NFL, you're too late. I have obviously a lot of experience, so I know where guys should be. So I'm trying to tell them, if you want the ball, this is where you got to be, which is hopefully good learning for those guys, and it's good teaching for me. I always say the quarterback can't do anything without the receivers, and the receiver can't do anything without the quarterback, which makes it, you know, a really great relationship, and that's why we work hard at it.
Have a listen to some of the stuff that Brady does for his teammates. Look what he does for AB, mucking around with Gronk. How on earth can you not love a teammate like Brady? The clip with Gronk is so awesome because you see his crazy competitive side when he's on the field, but as soon as he's not competing, Brady turns into this innocent, lovable friend. It's quite endearing, and the story with Ben Watson was really, really moving. But it's just typical Tom, showing love to his brothers. That's all he's doing, and he's such a great person. I can't speak highly enough of him.
Tom Brady did Antonio Brown a solid in the Bucs regular season finale, helping to ensure the wide receiver hit his incentives. The one-year, $1.66 million deal Brown signed with Tampa Bay in October included a $250,000 bonus if he totaled at least 45 receptions. Well, on Sunday, Brady connected with the wideout for a 25-yard touchdown pass in the second quarter of the team's win over the Falcons, and in the final 2 minutes of the game, TB12 hit him with 3 shovel passes, putting him right at the 45 mark.
Hey! Hey, I'm busy right now. Can I call you later?
What are you doing?
I'm busy right now. Can I call you later?
Yeah. Did I call you?
Yeah. You don't remember?
No, you just called me.
No, you called me.
All right, I did call you.
Yeah. I'll just call you later.
I'm confused.
I'll call you later. I got you. That was good.
TB12 gifted Watson with a signed white Patriots jersey that included a personalized message. ESPN's Mike Reese reported, quote, Watson told me he had asked Brady for a jersey, only to be stunned about 30 minutes later when he returned to his locker to see it hanging inside with an inspirational message reminding him, among other things, that they were brothers for life. Watson and Brady spent 6 years together earlier in their careers before reuniting for the 2019 season. After the Pats' wild-card loss, Watson hinted this season was likely his last in the NFL.
Competed at everything. You know, when he played offense, he was an incredible player for us. Obviously, when he played defense, you know, one of the best Patriots to ever play. You know, he dropped into coverage, he rushed, he covered. You know, and I think he's built a team that's very similar. Very hard-hitting, hard-working, you know, just a good, tough, hard-nosed team. And, I mean, you see it every day in practice.
NFL quarterback Tom Brady is known for many things, leading his team's comebacks, winning Super Bowls, winning MVPs. He's sometimes referred to as the GOAT, short for greatest of all time. But in one area of town, he has a different nickname. Reporter Chris Burns has more on Little Tommy from Browerville.
Tom Brady is my first cousin. His mother, my Aunt Galen, is my dad's sister, and she grew up in Browerville, Minnesota.
A town currently occupied by 900 people, sandwiched between a liquor store and a meat store, sits the old house of Galen Brady, mom of 6-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady.
People in Browerville know all about the history. My Aunt Galen, lived in a building that is still on our main street. That was my grandpa's barber shop.
Though the state might be Vikings country, this town might as well be called Bradyville. Just across the street in the town's lone cafe hangs the number 12, one that has become synonymous in the NFL with Brady.
I'm just a Tom Brady fan. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter which team he plays for. It's just fun to watch him. Watching somebody you know, or somebody you know that knows somebody. I mean, it's fun.
In Tom Town, there isn't a debate for Patriots versus Bucks. It's simply Brady. In fact, the only debate that happens is which last name gets to claim where the athleticism came from.
When I always talk to Uncle Tom, the original Tom Brady, I call him, we always have our little discussions about did that athleticism come from the Johnson side or the Brady side? And of course, I think it came from the Johnson side, but we don't fight too long over it, I guess.
As he heads to his record-setting 10th Super Bowl, and no matter how many people say
he is the greatest of all time,
he's never changed from being little Tommy.
I don't believe professional sports will ever see another Tom Brady because he is so humble, so kind, and all the fame and fortune and all the things he's accomplished, that guy has not changed a bit.
He looks so handsome. How cute.
You just got a little smitten looking at his photo just
I know,
then. You just
look how cute. I mean, cute.
That's my girl.
I
It was Mother's Day yesterday. I mean, you gonna bring that up on a day like that?
You better believe I'm gonna bring it up.
know.
It's so fun to see, so good to see two people so in love. She was literally speechless looking at a photo of you guys at Met Gala.
Well, I think we have a great relationship, and I'm blessed to find, this life partner that we all kind of seek at different times in our life, and we found each other at the right time, and been through a lot of ups and downs together, and in so many ways that's kind of built our relationship so strong. So, we all have our challenges that we face in our life, and it's great to have kind of that rock, that you can always lean on that can support you in the different ways that you need to at the different times of your life.
I hear that. She said that you were more stylish than she was. Is that true?
I completely disagree with that. I completely. No problem. She looks good in anything she puts on.
Well,
whenever she puts something on, she'll be like, I know. She'll be like, well, how does this look? I'm like, you look amazing. She'll be like, no, seriously. I'm like, no, seriously, you do. So.
Who takes longer to get ready?
She does.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't take me much time.
Well, some of these looks.
I just go boom, boom, boom. It's easy.
Okay.
Women have it so much harder than men. It's for us. What do we have to do? There's no makeup. There's just.
Well, I remember a time when you had longer hair.
I know.
Now I wondered. I asked her, was she behind you cutting it? Was she like, baby, I think it's time.
No,
we cut this.
She likes it long. She always says, she likes this Tarzan, jungle boy that wants to live in Costa Rica all the time.
Oh.
So she didn't
You
realize.
do it for her.
Well, I'm a city slicker, so every once in a while I got to wear a helmet all the time, and then you got to think about putting all this stuff in your hair. So it's kind of a convenience thing for me.
I hear that. Make it easy.
Yeah, easy time, less less energy, less thought, especially when it's really short.
Hey, he's a week away from the arthritis, baby. Give it to him.
Tom Brady has not been good this year.
Tom Brady's just about done. He is going to fall off a cliff. Unless you believe that he is somehow superhuman, it's a much safer bet to imagine that he is going to fall off the cliff, coyote style. Meet me.
I also want to thank everyone for always being so supportive, for watching the videos. I'm really, really grateful that you guys watch the videos and enjoy it, and also leave a really nice comment. So thank you so much for doing that. I feel really, I don't know how to describe it, but I get really emotional when I read the comments, and they're really nice and they're really supportive. So thank you. I wanted to let you know I'm selling these NFTs on the OpenSea Marketplace under Tom Brady Daily Collection. I'll leave a link in the description and pin it to the comments. If you're bored or maybe curious, please feel free to take a gander. The money will help me get better equipment for making these videos. Cheers!